Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm All Things Wrestling, and today I'm going to be reviewing WWE Monday Night Raw, 12th of October 2020. We kick off the show with Randy Orton making his way to the ring. He goes on about Drew McIntyre and beating Brock Lesnar and championships and RKO's. Well, RK gets in short before he says, about the most dangerous letters in sports entertainment. Drew McIntyre comes down, says, I'll beat the crap out of you, I'll beat you at Clash of Champions, I'll beat you at Hell in the Cell, and they go on, and then they have a big brawl. I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. It's the same generic thing they've been doing for the last few weeks, so kind of not overly excited at this point. But then we get to the draft picks. Raw picks The Fiend, Randy Orton, and Charlotte Flair. Yeah, Fiend to Raw. And SmackDown picks Bayley and the Street Profits. I did say SmackDown then, yes? I hope I did. But yeah, overall not bad picks. Not going to rate the segments because there's no point. Then we go to our first match, Kevin Owens versus Aleister Black in a no DQ match. Owens with the stunner and then powerbomb through the table for a 3 count. Gonna give the match a 3.5 out of 5. A really, really good match. I massively enjoyed this. Yeah, it was really good. Then we go to more draft picks. Raw picks Braun Strowman, Matt Riddle, and Jeff Hardy. Yes. SmackDown picks Daniel Bryan and Kevin Owens. Overall good picks. We then go to Miz and Morrison in the ring for Miz TV. They bring out the guests Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke. Mandy's not happy because Miz and Morrison moved her to Raw to get her away from Otis. They're like, you should be happy, you've got a new partner, new music, you're winning. You might even get a chance to face Asuka if you win the Battle Royale tonight. Lana and Natalya then come out and talk about being social media influencers and all that random crap. And then there's a little bit of a brawl. Then Lars Sullivan interrupts after the women have left, and then he beats down John Morrison. Gonna give it a 6 out of 10. It was alright. We then see Adam Pearce in the back with the Tag Team Champions, who did a title exchange. Angelo tells them to treat Patricia right. Rude and Diggler turn up and says, we deserve a title match, and then Kofi and Xavier accept the challenge. 6 out of 10. Not overly exciting, but you know, it needed to happen. We then go to more draft picks. Raw picks Retribution, Keith Lee and Alexa Bliss. Yes, the Fiend and Alexa Bliss are staying together. And SmackDown picks Lars Sullivan and Baron Corbin. So you follow from Leith Key to then SmackDown picking Baron Corbin. I think I know who won that round, to be honest. Yeah, overall it was another good pick of drafts. We then go to Seth Rollins making his way to the ring. He talks about random things about you losing the greatest leader of Monday Night Raw. You're gonna miss me. Jeff Hardy interrupts him and then says, Seth says, I appreciate your enthusiasm. He's looking for a leader and it's definitely not you. And then Jeff says he's on Raw now and you're on SmackDown, so this is my ring. Seth then says Jeff wants to say farewell to Seth, but you should be focused on your match against Lars Sullivan. Good luck, you're gonna need it. AJ Styles then comes out, and then a little bit of a brawl. I'm getting into an impromptu match of Jeff Hardy versus AJ Styles versus Seth Rollins. And Jeff says he will prove to Seth that Raw is in good hands and he wants both of you in a triple threat tag team match. Jeff, that's not a tag team match, dude. There's only 3 people in it. I think he might have been bit mixed up on his words there. They have a pretty good triple threat. I'm going to give it a 3.25 out of 5. Your winner, AJ Styles. After the match, right near the end, Elias hits Hardy with a guitar. So Elias has returned, which is amazing. We then get some draft picks. Raw picks Elias, Lacey Evans and Sheamus. SmackDown picks Sami Zayn and Shinsuke Nakamura and Cesaro. Good choices there. Very good choices indeed. Then we go to Lana and Natalya versus Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke. Mandy wins with some form of swanton. Match was shit. Gonna give it a 1 out of 5. We then move on to Ricochet showing up to the Hurt Business, saying I want one match. If I win, we go our separate ways. If you win, I join the Hurt Business. Cedric Alexander accepts. Yeah, that was alright. Then moving on to Angel Garza versus Andrade. Wing Clipper by Angel Garza for the win. Gonna give the match a 2 out of 5. Not really much special. Then Selena Vega checks on Andrade. Let's go down, let's go up. Alexa Bliss and Fiend are both in the ring, and then they do simultaneous Sister Abigail's. That was very nice. I'm going to give that moment an 8 out of 10, just because it looked amazing. We then have the next rounds of draft picks. Raw picks Nikki Cross, R-Truth, and Dabba Kato. And SmackDown picks Dolph Ziggler and Bobby Roode and Apollo Crews. Overall good picks again. We then go to the Tag Team Championship match. The New Day. Are we calling them the New Day? Or are we just calling them Xavier and Kofi? I don't know. But anyway, the 2/3 of the New Day faced off against Ziggler and Roode. Midnight Hour for the 3 count. Overall, the match gets a 2.75 out of 5. Then Charlie Caruso interviews Elias in the back and says, "What's this all about?" Elias has just said, "Jeff attacked me with a car. I'm going to seek my revenge." And then there'll be a concert next week that will be unforgettable. We then go swiftly on to Cedric Alexander versus Ricochet. MVP tries to slide a chair straight over to Cedric Alexander. Ricochet intercepts the chair, smacks it on the mat, tosses it to Alexander, falls over. The referee calls for the bow. That's not how that works. Just a little bit of a rant. I thought the whole thing of if the referee didn't see it, the DQ can't happen. He didn't see Cedric hit Ricochet with a chair. Therefore, should be no DQ. Overall, the match I'm going to give a 3 out of 5. It was actually a pretty good match until the bullshit finished, but that doesn't hurt the fact the match was really good. Then we have our final pick for drafts. We have Raw having Titus O'Neil, Peyton Royce, and Akira Tozawa. Then SmackDown gets Carmella and Aleister Black. Yes, good Raw picks, good SmackDown picks. Then we go to our main event of the evening, a number 1 contenders battle royale for the Raw Women's Championship contendership. You'll be number 1 contender. Not going to read all the names. You can see the people on the screen. I'm not going to bother going through eliminations that much, but obviously the ending happened when Natalya and Lacey were on the ring apron. Lacey falls off to the floor. Natalya thinks she's won. Lana kicks Natalya off because she got eliminated under the second rope. And Lana is now your number 1 contender for the Raw Women's Championship. And just to end the show, there was a big brawl between Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton. Yay. Overall, this Raw was kind of I'd give it a 4 out of 10. Definitely an improvement over last week, but overall, not the greatest. I do hope you've enjoyed this review. If you have, smash that like button, share and subscribe, and I shall catch you all later. Bye.